Sahana vavatu sahanau bhunaktu saha viryam karavavahai tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Countless Vipratipattis, contentions are there with reference to Atma being Brahma. Some say there is no Atma, some say there is no Brahma, there is no Ishvara. Some say both are there, some say only Atma is there, some say Atma is not Ishvara. And only the Siddhanti says that, Vedanti says that Atma is Ishvara, only that. So various contentions. And in order to substantiate their own conclusion, their own ideas, they cite various yuktis, seeming yuktis, and seeming Vakya quotations. Vakyas are not seeming, Vakyas they take from Shruti, but they have certain Vakyas which have Avantara Tatparya, like Srishti Prakriya, Panchakosha description. They have their Avantara Tatparya, but that is taken as the Mukhya Tatparya. Like even in the Panchakosha we have Anyontara Atma Pranamayaha iti we say. We see that therefore Anyaha, Antaraha, Pranamayaha is Atma. Therefore Pranamaya is Atma. Jumping to conclusion, taking the Avantara Tatparya as the Mukhya Tatparya. This is the Vakya Abhasa. Taking Vakyas out of context, partially quoting, misquoting, etc. These are all Vakya Abhasas. Now, the Charvaka says, Dehaha Atma iti. And then he doesn't accept Anumana. Even Yukti is not accepted by Charvaka. Only Pratyaksha alone is the Pramana for them. But still, just to convince us of his conclusion. Deha eva Atma iti. In Deha we have Aham Buddhi, Aham iti Pratyaya is there. Wherever Aham Pratyaya is there, that is Atma iti. Where we don't have Aham Pratyaya, like in Gatadishu, we don't have Aham Buddhi, that is not me, that's not I. Idam Buddhi Pratyaya is there. Whereas Dehe Aham Buddhi is there, and everybody says so, Aham iti, everybody refers to Deha as Aham iti. Therefore, Deha eva Atma iti, the Charvaka, Lokayatika, and even Prakrita Purusha conclude. And then, in order to convince us, the Charvaka also may say, your Upanishad says, not my Upanishad. I don't believe in Upanishad. I am a Charvaka. For me, only Pratyaksha is the Pramana. Veda is not a Pramana. But your Veda says, right? Sava yeshaha purushaha annarasamaya. What is annarasamaya? Deha. Stula Deha is annarasamaya. And that is said to be Sava, Savai yeshaha, Atma. That is pointed out. So Annamaya is Atma, means Deha Atma. This is the Vakya Abhasa. Alright. And then in the Dehe Aham Pratyaya is there, that does not make it Atma. In Indriya also Aham Pratyaya is there. Manaha also, in Mana also Aham Pratyaya is there. In Jivatva, in the Jiva also, Chirabhasha also, Ahankara also Aham Pratyaya is there. So, whether Chirabhasha is Atma, Ahankara is Atma, Deha Atma, there is a Vipratipati is very much there. Alright. And then, Dehe Aham Pratyaya alone is not there. Mama Pratyaya also is there. Mama Deha iti, Mamatva also is there. Like even Mama Griham, Mama Gataha, Tadvat. In that Mama Gataha, Gata is not me. Mama Griham, Griha is not me. Similarly, Mama Deha iti, Mama Pratyaya also is there. that is Abhichara is there. Therefore, Deha is Aham Pratyaya Gochara is not Ekanta. It's not Ekantikena, it is not so. Because Mama Pratyaya also is there. Sometimes even that Pratyaya is not there also. Even Mamatta Pratyaya also is not there. Aham is not there. Therefore, this Aham Pratyaya Gochara, Deha, therefore Atma, that is not a conclusive, it's not a correct yukti, it's only yukti āpāta. And similarly, this Annarasamayaha iti, that is not the Tatparya, this is Vakya āpāta. And then the Tikakara cites some other Vakya āpātas. Chakshuradayaha teha vacham uchuhu iti. Chakshuhu etc. Indriyas, they told vacham uchuhu. They said to this Vakdevata iti. The Brihadaranyaka is there. Therefore, Indriyani Atma, they are sentient, Chetanani, Swayam Chetanani Atma iti. The Indriyatmavadis, Vakya Bhasha. Manaha Uvacha, mind says, mind spoke, etc. There, Manaha Uvacha means, mind spoke means, mind is Atma, Chetanavan iti. Chetanavat Manaha, Chetanam Manaha iti. Yoyam Vijnanamayaha iti Brihadaranyaka quotation. Vijnanamayaha Karta Bhokta iti. Then the Nastika, the Bauddha says Asadeva idamagra asi ekabhavatyam iti. Asat means Shunyam iti says. And the Vijnanamayaha is the Kshanika Vijnanavadi also. Then Karta Bodha iti. The knower, doer. This is the from the Prashna Upanishad, Atma is Karta, Atma is Pramata iti. That is that. Similarly, Anashnan Anyaha Abhichakasi iti Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakaya Samane Vrikshe Parishasvajate Tayoho Ekaha Pippalam Swadvati Anashnan Anyaha Abhichakasi iti. That is the Asanga Ishvara iti. That is there. Then this is Shveta Sutara and also Mundaka Upanishad. Then Atmanam Antaraha Yamayati iti Vakya. This is Antaryami. Antaryami is Ishvara. Atmanam Yamayati. The governs the Atma, regulates, controls the Atma, means the Anyaha, different from Atma. Antaryami is Ishvara iti. Various Vakya Abhasas, Tikakara cites. But then here, Siddhanti uses appropriate yuktis, and then the quotations are appropriately taken. Vakya Abhasas we don't use, Yukti Abhasas we don't use it. Now, Dehadihi Anatma Drishyatvat Bhautikatvat. Therefore, Anatma iti. These are the Nyaya Yuktis we use. Dehadhi Anatma. Why? Bhautikatvat Gatavat. Similarly, Drishyatvat Gatavat. Yat Drishyam Tat na Atma. Yat Bhautikam Tat Achetanam na Atma. Right? So therefore, Bhautikatvat, Drishyatvat ityadi Nyaya is there. And then, in the Brahma Sutra itself, which is quoted, Anandamaya Adhikarana is there. There is a discussion in the Taittiriya. It begins with Annamaya and then further proceeds to Pranamaya and then Manomaya, Vijnanamaya and then Anandamaya. Then after that, Anyontara iti, that is not said. Okay, Anyontara Anandamaya it is said. But after Anandamaya, Anyontara something Anandam Brahma iti, that is not said. Therefore, Anandamaya alone is Atma. This is a conclusion by the Purvapaksha. Vrittikara and certain others, even the Visishtadvaitis etc., they conclude Anandamaya is Atma. But then, in that Anandamaya Adhikarana, in the section in Brahma Sutra, Anandamaya Adhikarana, it is pointed out that Anandamaya also is Kosha, is also Anatma. Anandamayasya api Atma iti. What is that? In that you say Brahmapucham Pratishtha. It is that. Pucha Brahma, Pucham, the Adhara, Adhisthana, Brahma is said there. So Pucha Brahma is there before. Brahma Pucham Pratishtha iti, the Pratishtha, Adhisthana for even Anandamaya, this is there, iti Anandamayaha, the Adhikarana, Anandamaya Adhikarana, it is established. There, in that discussion, the Bhashya, there in the Anandamaya Adhikarana, Bhashyakara goes about elaborately presenting the Purvapaksha. As though Bhashyakara goes on to say that Anandamayaha is Atma, as though it looks. But then he presents the Purvapaksha in a very cogent, in a complete way, and then finally points out that it's not so. If he just dismisses, points out that Anandamayaha is not Atma. That is to say that Anandamaya is Atma, but Atma is not Anandamaya, that he points out. So in that Adhikarana, it's all the Anandamaya is Atma, Annamaya is Atma, these āpātas. It's pointed out that these are āpātas. They are not the Tatparya Vakyas, it is pointed out. Thus, the Siddhanti points out that in the Siddhanta, Vedanta Siddhanta, it is pointed out that this Vipratipattihi or Viprapatis are answered. Now, a question comes here. Let there be Vipratipattis, there is freedom of thought, freedom of expression. People are entitled to hold their own ideas, their own views, their own principles. Then, whatever they hold on to, let them hold on to. And they have Shraddha in their own ideas. Let them have it. And then that Shraddha will help them. Whatever they want to accomplish, this is my Purushartha, this is the highest truth, they say, let them have it. What do we lose by that? Why should we have to say that this is not correct, etc.? What's our need to say that they are not correct? Let them have their own view, their own opinion, their practices, let them believe they can have. What do we lose? One further, why should we look into this Brahma Vicharana? Whoever has their own ideas, let them have their. There's a question here. So here it is. Two things here. One thing it is not a matter for belief or opinion. What is open to belief and opinion, let them have beliefs and opinions. But here, it is not a matter for belief, it's not a matter for opinion, it's something to be known, it's something we are talking about truth. In the matter of truth, Satya, there is no room for opinions. However strong it may be, however strong following it may have, however great the person who propounded that view may be, opinion may be, here none of them have any value, none of them has any value. So and so big person said this, has no value here. So many people follow this, no value, zero value here. And it has been there for so long, no value. It has no value here. Truth doesn't depend upon who said this, how many believe in this, how long it has been there. Truth does not believe in any of this. Truth is stand-alone. Whether we know it correctly or not, truth doesn't depend upon what we think about it, how we look at it, how many of us look at it this way. It doesn't depend on all this. It is stand-alone. Whereas an opinion has to be substantiated, supported all the time. A belief has to be supported all the time. A belief falls flat if it is in the light of inquiry. A belief may fall flat. So that's all the time you have to keep on stating, shoring up some belief system, whatever you need to keep on that. Further and further beliefs, and then to substantiate one belief you have to bring in 10 other beliefs, sub-beliefs, and then to substantiate them some more you have to bring in. It's an endless process. It's not a stand-alone. A belief is not a stand-alone thing. An opinion is not a stand-alone thing, whereas truth is. Truth does not depend on what we think, whether we know it, whether we don't know it, whether we believe in it, whether we don't believe in it, whether we follow it. Whether we are majority who know the truth or we are a minority, none of these count at all. That is it. That is the greatness of truth. Right? A lie has to be supported all the time, and any time it may fall, it may collapse. Whereas truth doesn't depend on, you don't have to prove that. We are wiser if we understand it as truth and then try to make it part of our life. We are wiser, that's all. So therefore, that is one thing. It's not a matter for opinions, etc. Opinions don't count here. In the hall of truth, there is no room for charisma, great personality, etc. And then popularity, majority, etc. They have no value whatsoever. Like in arithmetic, simple arithmetic, 2 plus 2 is 4. Who said this? If anybody said this, any great personality said this or didn't say this, doesn't matter. And how many believe that in 2 plus 2? We don't believe in 2 plus 2 4. We know. We know that 2 plus 2 is 4. It's not a belief. 2 plus 2 is 4. And it does not depend upon somebody's knowing or not knowing. I am better, I am wiser if I know it as it is. So therefore, that is one reason. Secondly, Bhashyakara says, Purushartha we are interested in. Parama Purushartha we are interested in. If Parama Purushartha, moksha is we are interested in, and that to be gotten, that comes by avidya nasha, ajnana nasha. Ajnana nasha happens by jnana. Jnana is gotten by pramana. Pramana is yathavastu tata darshakam. Showing as it is the pramana. There is no room for error. There is no room for opinions. There is no room for charisma here. Charisma, no value. Big fellow said this. Doesn't have any value whatsoever. Alright. So, Purushartha Prapti is only by Brahmajnana, and that Ajnana goes, Adhyasa goes. Therefore here, if people hold on to various erroneous ideas, they will be deprived. They will deprive themselves of this Purushartha Prapti, which is not to be done, which is not correct, which is not okay. Therefore, a person has the responsibility, the onus, the responsibility to understand correctly is on us. We have a responsible for the correct understanding of a fact or a truth. That responsibility lies squarely with us. We should not accept, right, just because somebody said this, because many people follow this, because this is popular, etc. Right? Charisma, popularity, majority. We should not be distracted by these. We have any number of examples where the whole humanity or the majority of humanity thought otherwise, but then it was proved wrong. Right? Earth is flat, sky is blue, sun rises in the east, sun goes around the earth. All this and any number of such things. We all believed in that. Almost the whole humanity believed in that, but for a few intelligent people, wise people, but for the few. But they were right, we were all wrong. In spite of earth continuing to appear to be flat, we know that earth is not flat. Now we know that. Right? In spite of sun seeming to go around the earth, it is not the sun goes around the earth. The earth goes around the sun, we now know. And even religion, some aspects of some religions also taken to this only. Earth is the center of the universe, they said. And they still now try to hold on to that. Even now they are trying to hold on to that. Earth is the center of the universe. It's all proven wrong. And how long people believed? For centuries. It's all proven wrong. How many people believed? Almost the entire humanity. It's wrong. And then great people, religious people also said this. They are all wrong. They are all wrong. They were proved wrong. Therefore, any number of examples are there to this. Therefore, we have the responsibility to understand correctly. as it is, the truth as it is, and that we can do by pramana. We can have pramana, and that we do by not pramana means not just swallowing what the pramana says. Here, Sabda Pramana we need to analyze, understand. In the light of our thinking and in the light of what pramana says, we need to see, verify and understand for ourselves. It's not a belief thrust upon ourselves, right? It's an understanding, means we need to know correctly. Therefore, the responsibility is on us to understand correctly. Therefore, vichara kartavya. Only by vichara we have the samyajnana. Only by samyajnana ajnana goes. Only when the ajnana goes, samsara goes. Samsara going is the purushartha, moksha. Therefore, anartha should go. That comes only by when we know what is proper. Therefore, Bhashyakara says here, Tatra avicharya yatkinchit pratipadyamanaha nishreyasat pratihanyeta anartham cha iyat. Avicharya. Then there being many vipratipattis, popular beliefs, these systems being there, tatra, this being so, there being vipratipattis, avicharya, na vicharya, without inquiring into, without looking into what is correct. Yatkinchit pratipadyamanaha, kaschit purushaha, somebody who understands whatever one likes. Yatkinchit, anything goes. No, anything, in some places, anything, in some instances, anything goes, but not here. Only the truth should go inside. So, yatkinchit pratipadyamanaha, the person who would take anything, whatever one prefers, one likes, based on charisma, majority, popularity, etc., catchy language, and then there are certain shops are there, something's offered, then you fall for it. Yatkinchit pratipadyamanaha. Then what happened? Nishreyasat pratihanyeta. Would be deprived, would lose. Pratihanyeta, would lose, would be deprived oneself of nishreyasa, moksha, which is the purushartha siddhi. Moksha siddhi will not be there. And not only that, anartham cha yat, will continue in samsara. Anartha is samsara, dukkham yat, samsaram cha yat, will continue in samsara. We see in the Ishavasya, asurya nama te lokaha andena tamasa vrataha sadunste pretya vigachanti eke cha atmahanaha janaha. Andantamaha pravishanti, also it is said. So Tikakara quotes. Ya usambhutyam rataha, etc. Tataha bhuyeva tamaha ya asambhutyam rataha, etc. Alright. So, Tikakara also cites this Sanatsujatiya Vakya. Yaha anyata santam atmanam anyata pratipadyate. Kim tera na kritam papam chorena atma apaharina. Sanatsujatiya quotation. Atma is Brahma, Nitya Muktam, Advitiya. Whereas this person takes it Atma as Karta, Bhokta, Dvaita, Nana, Samsari, Dukhi, all that. And that person commits a great papa. Kim papam na kritam. The whole samsara is a result of this. This fellow is compared to a stealer, chorena atma apaharina. By one's own thinking, one robs oneself of the swarupa jnana moksha. I deny myself of moksha. I steal away my own swarupa by taking myself atma to be abrahma, anishvara. Therefore, it's a root of all papas, ajnana. Alright. Therefore, in order to gain the moksha phala, by the mumukshus have to do the shravanadi. As part of shravanadi, vicharaha kartavyaha. And Brahma Sutras are considered along with the pramana. Therefore, taken part of as the Vedanta Vichara only. Therefore, Vedanta Vicharaha Kartavyaha Mumukshubhihi Moksha Phalaya Vedanta Vicharaha Kartavyaha Shravanadihi Kartavyaha Brahma Sutra Vicharaha Pi Kartavyaha iti Siddham iti. Bhashyakara concludes. Tasmat Brahma Jigyasa Upanyasa Mukhena Vedanta Vakya Mimamsa Tad Avirodi Tarka Upakarana Nishreyasa Prayojana Prastuyate. Concluding the Sutra Vichara, Tasmat. So, Bandha being Adhyasa, and Adhyasa Nivritti, Bandha Nivritti happens by Adhyasa Nivritti, and therefore there is content, Vishaya, etc. for Vichara. And that what is said in the Vedanta is not known by any other means. It's not covered by the Purva Kanda, Karma Kanda, Agatartatvat. Then Adhikari is there. Āpāta Brahma Jigyasa iti Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampanna Adhikari Labhat. Adhikari being there. Then that Brahma Vastu is known āpātataha iti. Āpāta Siddhi being there. 4 Varnakas. Adhyasa Varnaka, it points out the Vishaya and Prayojana. There being Adhyasa, and Bandha being caused by Adhyasa, and Bandha is Anishta, Samsara is Anishta, and that Bandha Nivritti is by Adhyasa Nivritti, Adhyasa Nivritti by Aviveka Nivritti, Aviveka Nivritti by Avidya Nivritti, Avidya Nivritti by Jnana, Jnana is by Shravanadi, Vichara, and therefore Pramana iti. And for that, Mumukshutva, etc. is there. So, Adhyasa Varnaka. Then the second Varnaka, Agatartha Varnaka, wherein it was pointed out that Brahma is not covered already in the Purvamimamsa Shastra, not known through any other Pramana. Agatartha Varnakam Isa. Third is the Adhikari Varnaka, right? Wherein the Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampanna Adhikari Pravartate, Vicharam Karoti, Brahma Vicharam Karoti iti. Adhikari Varnaka is there. And then we saw the fourthly, Āpāta Siddhi Varnaka. Brahma Āpātataha Prasiddham. Ahamiti cha Prasiddham. Samanya Rupena known, but Swarupena na Jnatam. Therefore Vichara proceeds, and then by Vichara Jnana iti Āpāta Siddhi Varnaka isa. Therefore Vedanta Vishaya Mimamsa Brahma Jigyasa. Brahma is the Vishaya for this Jigyasa. Brahma Jigyasa Mimamsa. The Vedanta Vakya Mimamsa. Pujita Vicharaha. The due an inquiry with due reverence. Shraddha Bhakti Purasaram Kritam Krita Vichara Vedanta Vakya Vichara. And this is Prastuyate. Vedanta Vakya Mimamsa Prastuyate. Begins now. Arabhyate. And in what way this Vedanta Vakya Mimamsa is begun here? Brahma Jigyasa Upanyasa Mukhena. By way of Mukhena, by way of presenting Upanyasa. Okay? Mukhena, by way of presenting Brahma Jigyasa. Vedanta Vakya Mimamsa begins now. Vedanta Vakya Mimamsa Prastuyate. And why do I do this Vedanta Vakya Mimamsa? What is the Prayojana? Nishreyasa Prayojana. Bahuvrihi. Nishreyasaha Prayojanam. Nishreyasam Prayojanam Yasyaha. The Prayojana, the Phalam, the Prayojana of Mimamsa is Nishreyasa. Moksha. Moksha Phala. Nishreyasa Prayojana. Because Prayojana has to be said. Prayojanam Anudishya Mandopi Pravartate. So, Nishreyasa, Moksha, Purnatva, Sukha, Ananda, this is the Phalam. So Vedanta Vakya Mimamsayaha Phalam Nishreyasam Mokshaha. And in order for, and it is not just a matter of belief, every mumukshu has to have this aproksha jnana. And for that, a lot of vichara is to be done. In the process of vichara, a lot of logic, reasoning is to be done. What type of logic is accepted here? Bhashyakara says, Tad avirodhi tarka upakarana. Upakarana helped by tarka, which is na virodhi. Tena na virodhi. Tena Vedanta Vakyena na virodhi. Which doesn't go against the Veda Vakya, Pramana Vakya. Such tarka, Anukula tarka, right? Atma Brahma. Suppose there is some tarka. Atma na Brahma, na Ishvaraha. Sukha dukkaditva, matvat, nanatvad. That tarka we don't use. That is a Vedanta Virodhi tarka there. But here, Tad avirodhi tarkena. Tarkam is the upakarana. Upakarana, helped by this reasoning. Vedanta Vakya does not need this tarka. We need tarka. Right? Vakya does not need tarka. Satyam is an independent pramana. It states the truth and its own methodologies it uses. But then we need tarka. We need to reason out. We need appropriate reasoning. Tarka is a help for us. It doesn't help the Vedanta Shastra, right? It helps us. Therefore, in order for us to understand the Vedanta Vakya, the teaching, appropriate tarka reasoning, the process of reasoning, methods of reasoning, prakriyas, etc., we need. That is the upakarana. Buddhi avataraya. These are all upakaranas. They don't improve the truth, vision presented by Vedanta. They only improve our thinking, that's all. Our thinking process is improved. We become available to understand what the Vedanta says, what Upanishad says. Therefore, tad avirodhi tarka upakarana. Nishreyasa prayojana Vedanta Vakya Mimamsa prastuyate. Alright. Thus, this chapter, in this sutra, we have this 4 varnakas we saw, right? Adhyasa varnaka, agatartha varnaka, adhikari varnaka, and āpāta varnaka. 4 āpāta prasiddhi varnaka. So, one sutra, one short sentence, atato brahma jigyasa, only 3 words. In this, so much is brought in. There is so much implied, intended in all these words. Vishaya is there, prayojana is there, adhyasa is there. Bandha hetu is adhyasaha, ajnana. And that can go. That's the happy ending, okay? It's good that it can end. Mistake is there, it is there. But mistake can be corrected. That is the greatness. The error can be corrected. Ignorance can be shed, right? Can be shed. As I acquire jnana, ignorance gets shed. It's shed. Otherwise, there is no samsara nivritti, there is no sukhitva prapti, there is no dukkha nivritti. So that it is there, it's pointed out. Then anubandha chatuftaya, adhikari, beautifully presented. So, one short sentence having so much meaning is the greatness. Tikakara says here, Sutrasya anekarthatvam bhushanam. It's a greatness, is the glory of this grantha, that the sutras have meaning. Vishwato mukham is a alpaksharam, asandigdham, saravat, vishwato mukham. So a sutra, this Brahma Sutra, have an overall view. They look at the whole thing, right? What all is brought in here, Bhashyakara shows clearly. Right? So this is the bhushana, this is the glory, this is the greatness of this sutra. Alright. Now, a minor question here. Is this sutra, is it part of Shastra or is it outside of the Shastra? Is it external to Shastra or is it internal to the Shastra? It's a question here. If it is external to the Shastra, it is not part of the Shastra, then not arabdhavyam, na vicharyam. This is aveda, the Shastra bhashya should not be inquired into. Or, if it is part of the Shastra, what begins this enquiry has to be said. It is part of the Shastra, somewhere in the middle it occurs. How do we begin then? Right? To begin the vichara, there must be a beginner, a starter must be there. This itself cannot be the starter. There must be something else which starts this vichara. That is the question here. Brahma vichara itself cannot begin Brahma vichara. Something else must be there. What is it that? It is there. How does the person know that I have to do Brahma vichara? Only after coming to the Vakya, āpāta Brahma jijñāsa, only then the person knows. But then how does the person come to this Vakya first? To come to this Vakya, there must be something. And what is it that has to be said, that is not said, because it's the first sutra question. Okay? There is āpāta jnanam, one thing. Āpāta jnana is there, one thing. Āpāta prasiddhi, it was answered. And also, like in the Veda Adhyayana, there is one sutra. Adhyayana vidhi is there. Swadhyayaha adhyetavyaha sa angaha sa rahasyaha sangaha sa rahasyaha swadhyayaha adhyetavyaha. One has to study, one has to learn, recite one's own Veda. Shaka is there. Where is it? Somewhere in the middle of the Shastra. It's not in the beginning. Right? It's somewhere in the middle. But still, as the person, there is āpāta prasiddhi is there. As the person studies, the person comes to know Swadhyaya, comes to that portion, Swadhyaya adhyetavyaha, he comes to know that. So like that, in the this Vakya, Swadhyaya vidhi, even though it occurs in the middle of the Veda, and that becomes the reason for the study of entire Veda. Similarly, this Brahma Shravana vidhi, Shrotavyaha, Atmavare Drashtavyaha, Shrotavyaha, where is it? In the middle of Brihadaranyaka, not in the beginning of Brihadaranyaka. Right? But then, as the person proceeds, starts with that and then comes across this Vakya, Atmavare Drashtavyaha. The Shravana vidhi is there. Therefore, Shravana vidhina arabdham idam sutram, this sutra, āpāta Brahma jijñāsa, has its beginning in the Shravana vidhi, Atmavare Shrotavyaha iti, and then Shastra antargatameva, it is within Shastra, part of Shastra, and this serves as the beginner, the beginning point for Shastra. There is no problem. Āpāta jnana being there, Shraddha being there, right? That person comes to know and then proceeds. This is not a big problem. It can be answered. The āpāta prasiddhi itself is an answer to this. Thus, the first sutra completes. Āpāta Brahma jijñāsa. Āpāta Brahma jijñāsa. Second sutra. Janmadhyasya yataha. Janma adi asya yataha. These are the three padas. Janma adi, one word, Janmadi samasa. Janmadi asya yataha. Yataha means yasmat. From whom, from which, yasmat. Apadane panchami, yasmat. Asya. Asya means pratyakshadi pramana gocharasya jagataha asya jagataha. This asya idam shabda, this world, of this world. No, world is not asya iti, this world. Yeah, it is pratyaksha gochara, anumana gochara, upamana gochara, right? Arthapatti gochara. This is, some of them is pratyaksha gochara. You see directly, you perceive them directly, and some of the things in the world you don't see directly. They are either sukshma or they are paroksha, but still you understand about them. Anumana, arthapatti, etc. They are there. So pratyakshadi pramana siddhasya asya jagataha, from which the janma adi, janma etc. of this prapancha, this world, is from whom? Tat Brahma iti vakya sesha. Janmadi asya yataha tat Brahma iti, tat Brahma is vakya sesha. Yataha asya janmadi tat Brahma. That means janmadi karanam is Brahma, jagat karanam Brahma. That is presented in this sutra. It is not that this sutra presents this. This sutra presents what the Shruti says. This is the sutra is a statement of the Shruti Vakyas only, which say that Jagat Karanam Brahma. We have in the Taittiriya, Yatova imani bhutani jayante, yena jatani jivanti, tat prayanti, abhisamvishanti, tad vijijñāsasva tad Brahma. So yataha imani bhutani jayante, from which Ishvara, Brahma, all this born, that is Brahma. Not only jayante, sthiti kale api yena jatani jivanti. Not only sthiti kala, pralaya kale also, yat prayanti, abhisamvishanti, that is Brahma. Srishti, sthiti, bhanga of this world is from whom? The word yataha in the sutra is clearly from yatova imani bhutani. And then janma adi from jayante, yena jatani jivanti, prayanti, abhisamvishanti, meaning janma, sthiti and bhanga of this world. So this is the rephrasing that Shruti Vakya. Wherever we have in the Vedanta, in the Upanishads, any such Vakyas, all these are all taken. Sokamayata bahusyam prajayayeti tat srishtva tadevanu pravishat. Taittiriya Vakyas, right? Yat kincha, yadidam kincha, satchatyacha bhavat, tat sarvam abhavat, tat srishtva tadevanu pravishat. Taitya goes on explicitly in talking about the Srishti in this. Tat srishtva tadeva anupravishati. Tad aikshata Chandogya says, Bahusyam prajayeya. These are the Vakyas which occasion this sutra. Janmadhyasya yataha. And further, this is the Lakshana. Janmadhyasya yataha iti. This points out the Brahma Lakshanam. The definition of Brahma. What is the definition we get from this? Jagat Karanam Brahma. Which Brahma Jigyasa, Brahma Jigyasa, Brahma Jigyasyam? What is the Brahma? Jagat Karanam. Jagat Karanam Brahma. This is the Tatastha Lakshana. Swarupa Lakshana we get by Vakyas such as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, Vijnanam Anandam Brahma, Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat, right? These are the Swarupa Lakshanas. Here we have the Tatastha Lakshana, but it leads to, Tatastha Lakshana leads to Swarupa Lakshana. We will see the reason why Tatastha Lakshana is mentioned here. Why not Swarupa Lakshanam? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma iti. Satyadi Lakshanakam Brahma. Why it is not that way here? But then Janmavi Asya Yataha iti. Tatastha Lakshana is talked about. Why? We will be seeing that in the course of the sutra. We will see that. Alright. Now here we have the Nyayamala, Vaiyasika Nyayamala. The Padacheda for this is asya means jagatah janmadi yataha yasmat, and then vakya shesha is tat brahma, right? Asya jagatah janmadi yasmat, from whom the janma etc. for this prapancha happen, that is Brahma. Jagat karanam Brahma ityartaha. Tatastha lakshanam. Alright, see this. Vaiyasika Nyayamala shlokas here. We'll read that shlokas. Lakshanam brahmano nasti kim vasti nahi vidyate janmaderanya nishtatvat satyadescha prasiddhitah brahmanishtam karanatvam. What is the reading in our book? Syat lakshma. Lakshya. Syat lakshyam sragbhujangavat laukikan eva satyavin yakhandam. I'll read again together. Laukikan eva satyavin yakhandam lakshayanti. Lakshanam brahmanaha na asti kim va asti na hi vidyate janmadehe anyanishtatvat satyadehe cha aprasiddhitah. Then brahmanishtam karanatvam syat lakshyam. Lakshyam is the reading? Lakshyam. Okay. We have Patabeda Lakshma iti. Syad Lakshma iti Patabeda is there. Means Lakshma means Lakshanam iti. Okay, Lakshmi we have to interpret. Okay, fine. Srak bhujangavate laukikani eva satyadini akhandam lakshayantihi.
Laukikani eva satyadini.
Wrong. Yeah, laukikani eva. Okay. Alright, okay. So here is the Adhikarana Mala, Nyaya Mala. This Adhikarana, the second Adhikarana in the Brahma Sutras. First Adhikarana is āpāta Brahma Jignasa Sutra, that is Jignasa Adhikaranam. Second is the Janmadi Adhikaranam. This is called Janmadi Adhikaranam. The topic presenting Brahma Lakshana, Tatastha Lakshana, Jagat Karanam Brahma. This is Janmadi Adhikarana. Here in this Adhikarana, this also has only one sutra. The second sutra is the only sutra in this Adhikarana. Here this Adhikarana, this Pancha, 5 aspects of this Adhikarana. Vishaya, topic. What is the Vishaya here? Brahmanaha Lakshanam. That is the Vishaya. Lakshanam Brahmanaha. That is the Vishaya. Does Brahma have a Lakshanam? Was Brahma asti iti, it was said. Āpāta prasiddhi, Shruti prasiddhi, Vidvat anubhava prasiddhi. It's all said. Brahma asti iti. But then, Kim Lakshanam Brahma? What is the Lakshana of Brahma has to be stated. That is it. Brahmanaha Lakshanam asti va nava iti. Brahma Lakshanam is the topic, Vishaya for this Adhikaranam. This says that Brahma Lakshanam asti. What is Brahma Lakshanam? Jagat Karanatvam. That is the Lakshanam. It is a Vishaya here. Now, there is a Vishayaha, Samshaya, second aspect. Vishayo, Vishayaschaiva. Vishayaha, Samshayaha, doubt. Whether Brahma Lakshanam is there or not. Right? Sandehe Prapte. Nasti, Kimva Asti. Does Brahma have Lakshanam or not? The Purvashi may say, Brahma Lakshanam Nasti. That's the present. Purvapaksha is presented. Na hi vidyate. Lakshanam na vidyate. Brahma doesn't have any Lakshana. Why it doesn't have Lakshana? Because Janmadehe Anyanishtatvat. You talk about Janma, etc. Janma, Sthiti and Bhanga you talk about. Srishti, Sthiti, Nasha you talk about. They belong to the world, to the universe, not to Brahma. Janmadis, they belong to world. They don't prove anyway that Brahma, they don't serve as Brahma Lakshanam. Having Janma, having Sthiti, having Nasha, this is Jagat Lakshanam, not Brahma Lakshanam. So that's what he says. Janmadehe Anyanishtatvat. There is no linga, etc. to prove, to show that Brahma asti. There is no factor to arrive at Brahma Lakshana. You cannot say Jagat Janmadi is not there because they belong to Jagat, not to Brahman. Janmadehe Anyanishtatvat. Then, no, there is Lakshanam. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Brahma Lakshanam is there. This is Satyadehe Aprasiddhitaha. We know in the Laukika expression, our common expression, we know Satyam means something true. Yes. And then Jnanam means something capable of some knowledge or some knower, etc. that we know. These meanings are prasiddha. Anantam means endless, limitless. Somehow we understand. Okay. But we know, all that we know is only Vyavaharika. Prapancha only we know. Vyavaharika Vastus alone we know. We are all subject to Desha, Kala, Vastu, Paricheda only we know. What you say Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma is not prasiddha. These words do not convey the Lakshana of Brahma, because Brahma is not a Vastu which can have this Lakshana. If you say Satyam Brahma, then what about this Prapancha? Asatyam? If you say Jnanam Brahma, then what about this me and you? We are Jada? If you say Anantam Brahma, then what about all this Antavant? What about Desha? What about Kala? What about Akasha? Therefore, they are not conclusive words proving they don't belong to Brahma alone. Gataha Satyaha. Gata is. When I say Gataha Satya, Gata is a real part. So Satyatvam is there in the Gata also. Jnanatva is in me also. Even in a plant, Jnanatva is there. Even in an animal, a creature, Jnanatva is there. Therefore, you mean to say that animal is Brahman? This Gata is Brahma? Anantam Brahma, no. Akasha is Ananta. You mean to say that Akasha is Brahma? So therefore, there is a lot of deviation here. This Lakshana words, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, they fit into a lot of things. Right? A Lakshana can only have Lakshana words. Definition can apply to only one thing. But Satya applies to everything. Jnana applies to any number of living beings. Right? Ananta refers to at least Akasha, it refers to Kala is Ananta, Akasha is Ananta, Karma is Ananta, Samsara is Ananta. So there are a lot of Anantas are there. Therefore all these words do not exclusively refer to Brahma alone. Therefore Satyadehe Aprasiddhitaha. They don't exclusively and conclusively rest with Brahma. Therefore that is not Brahma Lakshanam. It cannot be Brahma Lakshanam. You say Shruti says so. That's what we are inquiring. We are saying that the Shruti, what Shruti says, cannot fit in Brahma. Conclusively and exclusively in Brahma, they cannot fit. Therefore, there is no other way. It's not Pratyaksha Gochara. You don't look Brahma and then see whether it is blue or green. You don't arrive at. If no pramana is there, no lakshana is there, therefore these satyadi words are not lakshana. Janmadi etc. belong to Jagat, not to Brahma. Therefore, lakshanam na hi vidyate. This is the Purva Paksha. Since lakshana is not there, how do you know the Satya Vastu is there? And then you have to inquire about that, and you have to know that Vastu. Far-fetched. When the Vastu itself doesn't have lakshanam, how can there be any pramana? How can there be any pravritti? How can there be any phalam? How can you inspire me to look into that? You have not proven what is Brahman. Therefore, na vicharyam. Brahma na vicharyam. Shastram na arambhaniyam. Roko 144. This will come up to the last sutra. Shastram na arambhaniyam na arambhaniyam na arambhaniyam. Up to the final sutra, it will come to that. Okay, this is the Purva Paksha. Then Siddhanti says here, Karanatvam Brahmanishtam Syat. The Janmadi Asya iti, this Karanatvam is Brahmanishtam only, not any other Vastunishtam. This Brahmanishtam only points out, he points out. And then Lakshyam Syat Lakshyam Srak Bhujangavat, like the snake Bhujanga perceived on the Srak Mala. For a change, instead of rope snake, it is said that garland snake, just for a change. Like roti dal, okay? Dal roti. For a change. You have heard this thousands of times, rope snake, rope snake, rope snake, rope snake. Just for a change. Garland snake. Something new, okay? So, Srak Bhujanga, but a mala, a Srak is taken for a Bhujanga, a snake. Okay. So here, Yoyam, Yaha Ayam Bhujangaha, right? This Bhujanga is Srak only. So by this, Srak, the mala, the rope is the Lakshana, is the Lakshya for this. From what you see a Bhujanga now. From this Bhujanga, you finally understand that this is not a Bhujanga, this is Srak Mala, this Rajjuhu iti, that you know. So like you know, Lakshanaya you know. So to here, Brahma becomes a Lakshyam for these Saptas. Jagat Karanatvena Lakshyam Brahma. That Lakshya, Brahma alone is a Lakshyam for Jagat Karanatva, right? That is not, it's not elsewhere, anywhere else. Jagat Karanatvam cannot fit in any other entity, like Paramanu, like Sankhya's Pradhana, etc. Nor it is Shunyam, Jagat is not Shunyam, Brahma Shunyam, Atma Shunyam, it won't fit. Therefore, Lakshyam Syat, Srak Bhujangavati. This Karanatvam becomes the, Brahma becomes the Lakshyam for that. Lakshanaya, this is there. The word Lakshma is better, or Lakshanam, Lakshma meaning Lakshanam is better here. Some part of it we have Lakshyam iti. Brahma Nishtam Karanatvam is the Lakshanam iti. Lakshanaya, Brahma is the Lakshyam iti. That's better, okay. Alright. And what about the, so Janmadi etc., they are Brahmanishta only, they relate to Kar. Even though Janmadi relate to Jagat only, but Janmadi is not talked about, Jagat Karanatvam is presented. Janmadi Asya Jagataha Yataha means, what is the Karanam for Jagat? Janmadi belongs to Jagat only, but Karanatvam belongs to Brahma only. And further, Satyam Jnanam Anantam, that's Swarupa Lakshana Padam, they are Laukikani Eva, Satyadini. Popular, common words in the language, what is real, what is consciousness, what is limitless, Satyam Jnanam Anantam. These are all Sanskrit words. We can translate in any language, these are all meaningful words only. Used to refer to, this pot is real or not? No. Is it an imaginary pot, a real pot? It's a real pot. Okay. And then, am I sentient or not? I am sentient. Jnana. And then, Akasha has limit or what? No. Akasha is limitless. So to refer to Laukikani, Laukikani vastuni, this laukikani shabda varnani padani are used. We can only use laukika words only. Alaukika words we cannot use. Nobody will understand alaukika words. In Sanskrita we have alaukika vigraha, we have Rama plus Nas. Okay. Rama Nas. No. Dasharatha Nas. Then Putraha As. No, Putra Su. Okay. Who will understand this? We may understand. We are familiar with to some extent. Dasharatha Nas. Rama Su. Okay. Su Au Jas. What is that picture? Maya Bazar. The Rakshasa Guru is teaching the Rakshasa children. Okay. So if he teaches Adu Madu and all that, like Gata Pata and all that, everybody knows. But then the Rakshasa language they are talking. I was curious, what is this? It is something familiar. This fellow Asura Guru is teaching the Asura children. Su Au Jas. Shas. Out. Out Shas. Tabhyam Vis. It's all that. Hey, what is this? Alaukika Shabda. Alaukika Shabda nobody understands it. So I was saying Dasarathasya Putraha, Dasharatha Nas, Putra Su, Rama Su. What is it? And Rama also, Ram plus Gany, etc. Ram plus Gany plus Su, Ramaha. So we don't use alaukika padas, only laukikani eva padani. Vaidikani padani api laukikani eva. Veda talks to us. We are people. So it talks in our language, Sanskrit and our language it is. Therefore, laukikani eva is satyadini, but akhandam lakshayanti. Na vachayanti. Vachyartha we give up. Lakshyartha we take. We see in the Taittiriya Bhashya, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Lakshana Vichara, very elaborate and beautiful Vichara we see. So by Lakshanaya Bodhayanti, Lakshayanti, Natu Vachayanti. This is the Vachyartha Gataha Asti iti. This is the Vachyartha, Laukika Artha it is used. Kala Desha, Kala Parichinna Astitva. Right? Gataha Asti means Gata is. Then how long? Since when this Gata is? How long is going to be there? Before it was made, there is no Gata Asti. This Gata Astitvam is not there. When it breaks, there is no Astitvam. Therefore, the Astitva is Kala Parichinna Astitvam, Satyatva for this. Whereas, Anantam Satyam, that is limitless. That means Kala Aparichinna Satyam. Nityam it is. Nitya it is. And then Nitya means Jadam, no, Jnanam. Jnanam also, I am Jnanam, my knowledge is Jnanam, the knowing instrument is Jnanam, Triputi is Jnanam. But then Anantam Jnanam. Therefore, this is Jnapti Swarupaha, Jnana Sadhana, Bhava Sadhanaha, Jnapti Swarupaha, Chaitanyam Ityartaha. Because of which there is a knower, because of which there is this knowing, because of which there is a knowing instrument capable of knowing, that is Brahma. Jnatra, Jnaya, Jnana Sadhana, Triputi. Yasmin Sati, these three are the Triputi is there. That is Jnanam. Like we have in the Kena Upanishad, no? Shrotrasya, Shrotram, Chakshushaha, Chakshuhu, Manasaha, Manaha, Vachoha, Vacham, etc. Beautiful. So, that is Chaitanyam. Anantam Jnanam. That is Brahma. Lakshanaya, Bhagatyaga Rupena, Lakshanaya, Laukika Artha, Vachyartha is given up. Then there is this Lakshyartha, Akhandartha is there. Therefore, Lakshayantihi. Definitely they reveal Brahma by Lakshana Vritti. Bhagatyaga Lakshanaya, Lakshyartatvena, Lakshyattvena, they Bodhayantihi. It is there. The second line is the Siddhanta. Viram Sangadi Adhikarana Mal. लक्षणं ब्रह्मणो नास्ति किं वास्ति न हि विद्यते जन्मादेरन्यनिष्ठत्वात् सत्यादेश्चाप्रसिद्धितः ब्रह्मनिष्ठं कारणत्वम् स्याल्लक्ष्यं स्रग्भुजङ्गवत् लौकिकान्येव सत्यादीनि अखण्डम् लौकिकानीव सत्यादीन्यखण्डं लक्षयन्ति We'll do the first line of this bhashya also. Bhashyakara introduce this sutra. Brahma jigyasitavyam iti uktam. It was said, it was declared, it was in the end that Brahma jigyasitavyam. Brahma needs to be looked into, to be understood. Jigyasa kartavya, vicharaha kartavyaha, Brahma vichara kartavyati, it was said. Prathama sutre, it was said. Kim lakshanam punaha tad Brahma. What is that Brahma? What is the lakshana for this Brahma? Bahuvrihi. Kim lakshanam yasya tat kim lakshanam Brahma. What is Brahma? What is the lakshana for that Brahma? Brahma has which lakshanam? Which is the lakshana which Brahma has? What is the lakshana that Brahma has? Kim lakshanam tat Brahma iti. Question is there. Punaha indicating the question, what is that? Vitikakara says, Kim lakshanam iti akshepartha says, Brahma lakshanam nasti iti. This is the Purvapaksha. It said here. Ityataha aha Bhagavan Sūtrakaraha. Bhashyakara says, Bhagavan, Vyasa is Bhagavan iti. Bhagavan Sūtrakaraha aha iti. To answer the question, Kim lakshanam tad Brahma iti question, Akshepa is there. Brahma has no lakshanam. There is an aksheptuhu, forget this. Okay. Then the Akshepa Kartuhu is form. Akshepa Kartuhu, this intention is that Brahma has no lakshanam. Akshepituhu. Akshepituhu Ashayaha is there. Brahma has no lakshana. Sutrakara answers, Bhagavan Sutrakara aha says in answer to the question, yes, there is Brahma lakshanam. Janmadhyasya yataha iti. Janmadhyasya yataha. We'll continue. Om Sanno Mitrasam Varunaha Sanno Bhavat Varyama Sanna Indro Brihaspatihi Sanno Vishnurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmavadisham Yatamavadisham Satyamavadisham Tanmamavit Tadbhaktaramavit Avin Mam Avir Bhaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavai Tejasvinavadhitamastu मास्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। यच्छन्दसा वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोऽभ्योऽध्यमृताः सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासम् शरीरं मे विचर्षणम् जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्याम् भूरि विश्रुवम् ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधय एतः सुखं मे गोपाय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिवा कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव समृतमस्मि द्रविणगुं सवर्चसम् सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते य उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। वाङ् मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्मयेधि वेदस्य महानीस्थः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेनाहो रात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। भद्रं नो अपि वातयमनः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। भद्रं कर्णेषु शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। राहुग्रस्तदिवाकरेन्दुसदृशो मायासमाच्छादनात् सन्मात्रः कल्पसंहरणतो यो भूत्सुषुप्तः पुमान् प्रागस्वाप्समिति प्रबोधसमये यः प्रत्यभिज्ञायते तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बाल्यादिष्वपि जाग्रदादिषु तथा सर्वास्वस्थास्वपि यावृत्तात् तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजतां यो मुद्रया भद्रया विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये भूरम्भांस्यनलो नीलोऽम्बरम् नाथो हिमांशुः पुमान् इत्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदम् यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम् नान्यत्किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशताम् यस्मात् परस्मात् विभोः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सर्वात्मत्वमिति स्फुटीकृतमिदम् यस्मादमुष्मिंस्तवे तेनास्य श्रवणात् तदर्थमननात् ध्यानाच्च सङ्कीर्तनात् सर्वात्मत्वमहाविभूतिसहितम् स्यादीश्वरत्वं स्वतः सिद्ध्येत्तत्पुनरसदा परिणतम् चैश्वर्यमव्याहतम् वटविटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषण्णम् सकलमुनिजनानां ज्ञानदातारमारात् त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवम् जननमरणदुःखच्छेददक्षं नमामि चित्रं वटतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानम् शिष्यास्तु छिन्नसंशयाः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विशदे दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निष्णाय प्रपन्नाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय मौनव्याख्या प्रकटितपरब्रह्मतत्त्वं युवानम् वर्षिष्ठान्ते वसदृषिगणैरावृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपम् स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीरे अङ्गुष्ठतर्जनीयोगमुद्रा व्याजेन देहिनां श्रुत्यर्थं ब्रह्मजीवैक्यं दर्शयन्नोऽवताच्छिवः अशुभानि निराचष्टे तनोति शुभसन्ततिं स्मृतिमात्रेण यत्पुंसां ब्रह्म तन्मङ्गलं परम् अतिकल्याणरूपत्वान् नित्यकल्याणसंश्रयात् स्मर्तॄणां वरदत्वाच्च ब्रह्म तन्मङ्गलं विदुः ओङ्कारश्चाथ शब्दश्च द्वावेतौ ब्रह्मणः पुरा कण्ठं भित्त्वा विनिर्यातौ तस्मात् माङ्गलिकावुभौ ॐ अथ